Hey guys, Dr. Jen with Water and Sports, Physical Therapy and Wellness. Today we're going to talk about a very common issue that we see with people that sit behind desks and use computers for 8+ hours a day. The problem is 8 hours over 5 days a week, 52 weeks a year, adds up. You may not feel anything over the first week or two, but give it a couple years and the tissues within the neck, the shoulders, the upper back, they're going to take their toll, start to break down, and that's when we see people in our office is when it's actually pain. So it's best to catch these issues before they become a problem. So what is postural stress disorder? It's a very common what we call upper cross syndrome. I'm going to demonstrate here. So people that sit in a chair all day long with their typing, they tend to become in this position here. Their head becomes tilted and the shoulders become rounded. Okay, so a couple different things that go on here. The rounding, the increased rounding in the thoracic spine or increased kyphosis puts a lot of stress in the back of the shoulders, the neck, and like I said, through the upper extremities. What happens when you round forward is the head must come up to meet the horizon. When you shorten down these tissues, it can be a problem not only for the soft tissue, the muscles, but also the joints. We see a lot of tension headaches because of this. We see a lot of just local neck pain, which can further down the road lead to issues within the facet joints or the discs, such as osteoarthritis. Within the shoulder itself, as they come forward, we shorten down the tissues in the front of the shoulder. It can actually produce impingement issues, meaning reaching overhead becomes painful. It can also put pressure in through the vessels and the nerves that are coming out of the neck into the arm, creating symptoms down to the elbow, even down into the hand. And finally, into the upper back, we're stretching all these tissues and they're constantly trying to pull us upright, which produces a lot of tension in that area, creating a lot of trigger points and those sorts of issues. So again, this is the posture that we tend to see. All right, we're going to go over 4 things, or 4 exercises and stretches, how to correct this. So the first exercise that we're going to go through is a postural reset. Okay, ideally when we see good posture, what we're looking for is the ear and the shoulder to be directly over the hip. Okay, this exercise is going to help pull us into that position. All right, hands are going to go out to the side. All right, you're going to pull and open up the hands this way. So you're rotating the thumbs backwards, bringing the shoulders down and back, and bringing it to a nice upright posture. The ear should also be pulled over the shoulder rather than out here. Okay, so everything's in an aligned position here. We're going to hold for a second. You're going to take a deep breath in through the nose and all the way out. The goal with breathing as well is to make sure that the belly is actually expanding as you take a breath in rather than lifting through the chest. Okay, so one more time with the exercise. Generally people start here, arms by the side, pull up nice and tall, rotate the hands backwards, shoulders down and back, chins in. Try and take about 5 or 6 breaths, and this is a great time every hour or so to get these in. Okay, set an alarm on your computer, set an alarm on your phone. It'll go off. Take a couple of breaths and rotate the hands out and put you in a good position. The second exercise that we have is a chin retraction or cervical retraction exercise. This was somewhat part of the last exercise, but we're going to break it down even further here. So again, we tend to see people into this posture here. So for this exercise, again, pull the body upright. You're going to take the hands and put a little pressure at the chin, and you're trying to retract the chin backwards to pull the ear directly over the shoulder, okay? So generally people are here. Again, pull back, retract, hold for a second, and release. And go again, pull, retract, and release. Just make sure that you're not tilting the chin down, okay? It's a straight retraction as if I'm trying to move my head against an imaginary wall here. So pull and relax. Try about 10 of those, again, every hour. The third exercise that we have is actually a stretch. We're going to work on stretching the elements in the back of the spine, coming up into the neck. So for this one, you're going to take one arm, you're going to put it behind the back. That'll help bring the shoulder down. And then you're going to turn the head slightly, just about 45 degrees, and try and tilt the head down to reach the collarbone. The opposite hand is going to grab the head, and you're just going to pull the chin down towards the armpit. All right, and you should feel a nice stretch coming through the back of the spine here this way. So if I'm facing you, again, shoulders here, keeping the shoulder down, rotate the head 45 degrees, grab the head, pull the chin down towards the collarbone. And again, you should feel a nice stretch through the back of the shoulder here, up through the neck. You want to hold that stretch between 30 and 60 seconds. Again, good breathing throughout, and then switch sides. So the last stretch that we have for you is for the pec muscles in the front of the shoulder. All right, we're going to find a doorway. For me, I just have a wall here, but a doorway works best. That way you can actually get 2 arms in the doorway. I'm going to put one arm up. I'm going to start maybe about 90 degrees for the shoulder, and then you're just going to put the opposite leg forward, okay? And then from here, try and keep the shoulder down, and then you're just going to lean forward into the doorway, and you should feel a nice pull in through the front of the arm here. You can also play with several different angles. So you can drop the arm down this way, okay? And then you can also raise the arm up a little bit higher. And if you feel more tension in one area, maybe stay on that area a little bit longer. Again, you want to hold this for about 30 to 60 seconds, and you can either go both arms in the doorway or just one, depending on what you have access to. We hope you found these 4 movements helpful. If you're in pain or you have any questions or concerns, come by at the Nautilus Plus Fit Gym. We're located downstairs. We're here to help. Thanks.